what a lot of people don't do when it comes to being radio personalities. We're going to make it also about us when we come to tackling different topics and bringing interest. We're doing what these radio niggas can't do, and we're going to talk the real right here. And there's my co-host T-Maxx, the facts in the building.
Man, peace and blessings. God bless to all y'all, man. Another terrific Tuesday, off the cuff radio. Shout out to our co-host in spirit, L.R. the Sandman, Lady Chinchilla, and we are live and direct. King, my brother, what is going on, man? How you?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm just letting y'all know, man. I'm hoping that everything is good with Pete. I talked to him earlier, and I was hoping that we was gonna have him on. Hope everything is all right with him. So if not, we'll definitely reschedule his interview. But, it's hip-hop. Things happen.
It does. And, OTC is always ubiquitous in terms of our unique. So we're going to make it happen regardless in terms of whatever comes. So, I guess we get
absolutely.
to it.
Absolutely.
Look.
Yeah, man, this is what I want to talk about here, though. This is what I want to, first of all, address. And, first of all, this is no disrespect to anybody white in particular that's doing hip-hop journalism at all. We've had a lot of white journalists that's been on our show, white podcasters and all. So this is no shade to y'all. But this is mainly to these certain individuals that love gaslighting old shit for views. And I'm talking about Deputy Dog, and I'm talking about this other guy from Philly that goes by the name of Mikey T, the movie star. These two guys, they just love to instigate bullshit for views. Now, we know about Vlad's Get Down, and what made me want to bring this up is I actually saw a clip yesterday of Sheik Luch. He was on Vlad TV, and Sheik told him, I seen what Joel said when you tried to bring up the situation about the verses where he felt that Jada snatching that bandana off his head, it was wrong, and Vlad tried to spoke his feelings about it. And Joel was like, nah, you ain't gonna do that, Vlad. You ain't gonna instigate this, Vlad. Stop. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like this.
Sheik said the same thing. Sheik said the same thing. He was like, yeah, he checked you on that, man. Like, yo, we on a different space right now, and you never know what your interviews or your content can do, because it can inspire people to do something crazy. But it's the type of time out there.
Mm-hmm.
And this other guy, Mikey T, the movie star, he just a great value Vlad. Like what he does too, he does the same thing. Like he's trying to do this with J Hood, I think, because he reached J Hood for an interview. I think J Hood turned him down. So ever since then, he's been bringing different people on his show, like Snipe and other people that was affiliated with D-Block to shit on J Hood. And I'm like, dude, number one, this is not your business, man. Like, you trying to monetize this issue amongst that camp. This is black folk issue, number one. You cannot get involved with that. And number two, he already paid the price before. Like, when Tony Sunshine rolled up on him and checked him and had him crying on camera. That's number one. And number two, he got the shit beat out of him outside of Philly just for doing the same thing. So this content stuff is dangerous, man, if you're not really knowing how to maneuver and how you could really put stuff in proper context.
That's true. And when we look at it, King, first and foremost, shout out to Tony Sunshine, of course, Snipe Life, and Jay Hood. We've all had them on the show. Great guys. Where do we begin, brother? Let's drop it on the one. Podcasting in general, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are, is an art form that is meant from articulating communication from a knowledgeable and, above all, there are going to be situations where people are going to say things, and it's okay at times to get a little crazy. We've done it on this show more than once. And it's okay to be provocative in terms of, maybe saying some things to really, really make, when you're talking, what you're trying to get to the audience at the best of podcasting is provoking thought and having real dialogue that enriches the culture as well as educates everyone involved in it. Tabloid talk, lowbrow humor, and instigating a lot of unnecessary drama is not what podcasting is about, especially because of this one simple reason that people seem to not understand. There are real people involved in this who have feelings. Even the most hooded street nigga, the grimiest killer, has feelings. And if you ruffle these guys the wrong way, you're going to make those bad feelings come out. And even worse, you could be the recipient of those bad feelings upon them. Like you said, where dude got his ass beat. The situation with the Locks and D-Block with that versus was more theater than anything. Those guys have nothing but love and respect for each other, and they both put on a great show from the aspect. Jada snatching Jewel's bandana off was just a playful thing in the hood. Those guys know each other. That was not. He was just messing with him. That's just theatrics. That was not a situation where there was any real drama behind that. Shout out to both of them for putting on a great show and for really, 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 bringing it back in terms of, because both of them, in terms of what they brought for that show, they brought history, they brought the nostalgia, they brought everything that was necessary in terms of people really, really, really getting to live back those years of some of the best times. Dipset, even if they got washed, and we say it with love, they had great songs. And for people to say they don't have a place in the culture's history, you're wrong, because Dipset had some strong years. I mean, you look at the album, Diplomatic Immunity, you look at Joel Santana's album, From Me to You. I mean, Cameron's, all that stuff he did in that mid-2000s, Jim. Everything they did as a group collectively and as separate solo artists was tremendous. The Locks, I mean, you're looking at three of the greatest MCs to ever do it. Solo projects and as a group. There's a lot I want to tackle, and I don't want to run off.
There's a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers to it, man. Just like they don't know. I be paying attention to what a lot of these dudes are saying because I studied the competition. I study what you guys are doing. You just don't know where I'm lurking. I'm looking at how you guys interview. I'm looking at the questions y'all ask to make sure y'all ain't taking from us. Y'all ain't taking our content. I'm lurking more than y'all think. Just letting y'all know. I might pop up in that comment like, oh, I remember this came from my content. Well, what's going on here? This is interesting.
Yeah.
But see, the problem is with these guys is they think that just because they have a relationship with certain guys that are certified, they think they certified. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh, I had Bang with Smurf on my show 50 times. He's a homie. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing.
It don't.
Same thing. Oh, I had Lil Bootsy on my show 20 times. I'm good. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all.
And you're absolutely right. One thing about it is, if you develop a friendship along the way, then that's fine. But one thing about it, King, that you and me have done this, of course, with Sandman, Chinchilla, Pat, for so many years. One thing we respect about this and we acknowledge is this is a business first. We are professional journalists.
Absolutely.
We are all about being impartial no matter who we've had on the show. We've always maintained a sense of integrity by being impartial and being respectful. And we do have some real friends outside of this show that we can call up anytime and talk to, just about whatever, not even about rap, just about life. You know, what's going on?
Right.
Is everything okay? But there are just certain lines in general that you don't cross. Like the situation with J Hood and the Locks. That situation, I'm going to be real. I mean, it still resonates bad for a lot of people. I'm going to just be blunt, because that is still a sensitive issue in terms of how that went down. And it's not something that needs to be brought up because of what happened along the way in terms of certain lines of disrespect that were crossed. that is an issue that ultimately J Hood and the Locks, they have to talk that out. And somebody does not need to bring that up again, considering how that situation went down. When you heard, South P talk about a month ago, when he was still hot about it, and this is almost damn near, this is almost like 16, 17 years since that happened. It's a sore spot. We're just going to be real. It's a sore spot for him. And I think with Jay, if you talk to Jay, I think Jay would acknowledge, and I think he has, that that's not the best way he should have approached that situation where there were some issues going on. Podcasting is about educating people in the best means of real facts. And even if there's some fuckery that happens along the way, y'all, it doesn't mean the fuckery has to be repeated over and over again, because it limits the intellect of the audience, it limits the conversation, and it stagnates the subject matter. It's about growth. It's not about confining it to one area of negativity, of something in a culture that is rich and positive.
But see, the problem is, though, they see the bullshit gets the views. They see the bullshit gets monetized. So that's what forces a lot of channels at hand that really want to keep it positive. They feel, okay, now we got to follow this fuckery lane, because at the end of the day, they trying to eat too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't knocking somebody that's trying to, do what you do, because, figuring out this algorithm is a challenge. But the key is, and I'm listening for everybody, to everybody that's listening, figure out how to do this thing while maintaining your integrity, because you don't want to be a DJ Vlad. At the end of the day, these dudes have gotten their ass beat. They gotten their ass beat for a lot of the stuff that they doing, and you guys do not want to go through that stage ever. When these dudes, street dudes, be coming through and seeing y'all, when y'all drinking your latte at Starbucks, it's not a good feeling.
That's true. And we mess with Vlad a lot on the show, but we got to say this. When Vlad is at his best, he does great interviews. We've seen Vlad do great interviews. But Vlad is also somebody who's found his lane in terms of what he feels is the best way to get attention on his show. Yeah. And he put in Vlad. And Vlad will put up stuff that is like,
we know what he does. So therefore, it's like, at the same time, people can't really get upset. Like, what you're getting out of the situation.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to get interrogated. You're going to get put in the hot seat. You're going to go through all that. So at this point,
you're right.
Who are we blaming? We blaming the person, or we blaming the individual that's going up there? Because you guys don't have to go up there. Y'all don't have to go up there.
That's true.
But
that's true.
Y'all want that clout. Y'all want that compensation. Y'all want all that stuff. So this is what comes with it. You're going to sit on that chair and get interrogated, nigga. That's what comes with it.
One thing about Vladimir that y'all got to know, and you do know, Vladimir is going to do his homework on y'all. So if y'all got some stuff in the closet, y'all don't want out there.
Your ass. Yeah, he going inspect the gadget on your ass. He gonna know the bully that you beat up in preschool. He gonna go all the way back to where you used to steal candy from Kmart. And for those who will be millennials listening, Kmart was like the Walmart of our time. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
it was.
If you go ahead,
Kmart.
Yeah. So he's going all the way deep in your family background, so you better be prepared. Don't come over here afterwards talking about, man, Brad should have told me. We telling you right now on the air, on Off the Cuff Radio. That's what he does. That's how he get his clicks. That's how he rolls. So be prepared.
Exactly.
And be prepared for that, man. And that other dude, Mikey T, the Great Value Vlad. I'm like, dude, you better watch your head, man, because this ain't no game.
It is not.
This is not a game, brother. I'm saying. And there's ways you could. There's ways you could do this without inserting yourself. People brush us off, but I'm never going to blast them on air. I'm not going to run a campaign on them. That's not how we do things.
And we've had people on the
'Cause I'm
show
not-
who we know